Hello America, hello USA. Welcome to Frontline USA. Please subscribe my channel if you like my video. Please like it, share it, and subscribe it. Today is our topic is virtual present 2026. Can you be blocked inside a digital world forever? Okay, we discussed our topic. What if one day you put on headset, step into a virtual world and suddenly realize you cannot leave no matter how hard you try? No exit button, no way to disconnect, no one on the outside able to hear you, just an endless digital environment that feels as real as life itself. This is the idea behind a virtual prison, a concept that is starting to raise serious questions as technology continues to evolve in 2026. Virtual reality has already reached a level where it can create highly immersive experience, allowing user to see, hear, and even interact with digital environments in ways that feel incredibly real. People can explore world, play games, attend events, and even socialize without leaving their physical space. But as this technology becomes more advanced, the line between virtual and real beings to blur. Imagine a system that connects directly to your brain, not just through sight and sound, but through signals that simulate touch, movement, and emotions, creating an experience that feels completely natural. In such a system, your mind could be fully engaged in digital world while your body remains in a physical one. Now imagine that connection being controlled in a way that prevents you from disconnecting. Your consciousness remains active inside the virtual environment, experiencing time, event, and interaction while your physical body is unable to respond in the same way. This is where the concept of a virtual prison becomes more than just a theory. The idea raises a powerful question: could technology be used not just for entertainment but for confinement? Instead of physical walls and locked doors, a digital system could create a controlled environment where a prison is kept isolated from a real world, experiencing a reality designed and managed by external system. This could change everything you know about freedom because it introduces a new form of control, one that does not rely on physical limitation but on our ability to influence perceptions and consciousness. In such a scenario, a person might feel as if they are living a normal life inside a virtual space while in reality they are completely disconnected from the outside world. One of the most complex aspects of this idea is how time would be experienced inside virtual environment. Depending on how the system is designed, time could feel faster, slow, and even different from real time, meaning that what feels like days or year inside the simulations could pass in much shorter period in reality. This raises questions about the psychological impact of such an experience. How would a person react to being trapped in a world that feels real but is ultimately artificial? Would they eventually adopt to it, or would the awareness of being trapped create stress, confusion, and sense of loss? At the same time, there are discussion about how such technology could be used in controlled and ethical ways of, for example, as a form of rehabilitation or stimulation for training purpose, where individuals can experience scenario would without real world consequences. However, the line between controlled use and misuse is also a concern. The possibility of a virtual prison also brings attention to the importance of the control and access. Who has the authority to create such system? Who decides how they are used, and what protection are in place to prevent abuse? These questions become critical and technology become more powerful and capable. This is also the issue of security. If the system is capable and connecting directly to the human mind, it must be protected against unauthorized access. The idea of someone gaining control over such a system introduce risks that go beyond traditional form of hacking, affecting not just but data but humans experience itself. Other important factor in this disconnection between choice or force. Entertaining a virtual environment voluntarily is very different from being a place in one is one without a consent. The ethical implications of this difference are significant and require careful consideration in any discussion about the future of such a technology. As research in virtual reality and brain computer interface continues to advance, the potential application explained from the entertainment and education to healthcare and beyond. But with each new capability comes to the responsibility to ensure that it is used a way that respects human rights and well-being. The concept of being locked inside a digital world challenges or understanding of reality itself. If an experience feels completely real to the mind, does it matter that it is not physically real? And if a person cannot distinguish between the two, how does the affect their perception of existence? In such a scenario, the definition of freedom in such a scenario, the definition of a freedom may not be a reconsidered freedom to ability to move a physical, or is it ability to think the experience without restrictions? And if the technology can influence those experiences, what does that mean for the concept of a personal autonomy? There are also possibility that a virtual environment could be designed to be the engaging and appealing that individual choose to remain in them voluntarily, preferring the controlled digital world over the unpredictable of real life. This introduces a different kind of challenge where the issues is not being forced to stay but choosing not to leave. At the same time, it is important to recognize that much of the discussion is based on a potential future developments and not all aspects are currently achievable. The technology required to fully connect and control human consciousness is still in development and may challenges remain. However, the direction of progress suggests that deeper integration between a humans and a digital system is becoming more likely, and with that comes the need to think